than me. Give me my flowers while I can still breathe. I'm smelling the glory, I tasted defeat. Nothing feels better than chasing your dreams. Yeah, this shit is bigger than me. Give me my flowers while I can still breathe. I'm smelling the glory, I tasted defeat. Nothing feels better than chasing your dreams. Yeah, given my history, nothing compared to me, nothing come next to me. No, no. Claiming my victories, can't let you win with me unless you sit with us. Yeah. Given my history, nothing compared to me, nothing come next to me. No, no. Claiming my victories, can't let you win with me unless you sit with us.
Yeah. King at the table, shit on the label.
Yo. Y'all know what time it is.
It's mega time. We're back.
Season 2, full effect. You already know what it is. We glad you guys really enjoyed season 1. We got a lot of great responses from season 1. If there was any type of non-great responses, we would still love to know what they are, just so we could kind of know and we can ride off of those things. So,
I know what they are. They're on TikTok. All the negative responses are on TikTok.
They're on TikTok?
All of them.
All of them?
All of them.
Hey, listen, but you know what? Even any negative response is still a great response.
Exactly.
Because you want to know why? Sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me.
I didn't know we were doing karaoke.
I know. Yeah, whatever.
I didn't know we were doing karaoke, but I like it.
You like karaoke?
I love karaoke.
Hey, karaoke machine.
Thank you.
We were in Havasu one time. Hey, she almost ran the bar out.
I sure did. I sure did.
She almost ran the fucking bar out. But anyway, today, what's going on with you? How you been?
I've been good, man. I miss this. I miss this so fucking much.
Yeah?
Excuse my language, y'all.
Speak your mind. However it came out is how it came out.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I miss this shit. Like it's been part of our life for a couple months now, and it's like when we took a little, season break,
little vacation,
and we back. I missed you. Even though I see your ass all the time, but I miss you.
But you miss me on the platform and on the stage. I feel you. Miss you too. So what's been going on with you though? Like what's new? What's transpiring in the your fitness? Rather it be work. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. What's going on?
Everything. So work is beautiful as always. I'm flourishing and they love me there. Yeah. Fitness wise, your girl is on point. I got my actual competition coach. I got, I'm just living my dreams right now. I see certain things in my body that I'm liking. Mm-hmm. Everything's getting high and tight.
High and tight. Got it.
How it should be. Where was before.
I hope it ain't low and tight.
No. Hell
man.
No.
That could be a total what do you call that? Like when somebody's like deformity. Deformity. Yeah, but that's cool, man.
Keep it high and tight, ladies. Keep it high and tight.
High and tight. Sit them up right and sit it butt tight. And please don't be hanging low down below, please.
What you been up to though?
No, me?
Yeah.
So
you did a lot.
I did a lot. We had the listening party.
Yes, you did.
Part 1. There is gonna be a part 2.
Woo woo.
Yeah, we're going to have a part 2. We had the listening party. It was a great response. I love great responses. And I love negative responses. It don't matter to me because at the end of the day, you still listening, you still watching. Yeah. That's how I feel.
I was there and I will say that I was surprised of how amazing, not surprised because you're good, but I'm just saying like the beats and the
production,
lyric, the production, everything. It was really, really, really cool, really fun to hear.
Yeah.
And just to see you in your element was pretty dope.
Outside of the gym?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I tell people all the time, like people don't understand, like music is like my first love.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I fell in love with music at an early age, like, you know what I'm saying? And so I always, like I told you that one time I said, look, I always feel like it's a reason why I didn't go as far as I should have went. And I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? I'm okay with that. I know a lot of people that aren't, but I'm okay with that. But other than that, like, man, just staying on the fitness shit. You already know what it is. And family, just hanging out with my kids and, just trying to grind and actually just elevate my business. You know what I'm saying? That's the only things I've been doing. And then, just obviously working on things for this. Yeah. Trying to make sure that we're going to the mountaintop. You know what I'm saying? On that climb. Mm-hmm. So other than that.
I think you're going to be extremely successful because I see you're wearing blue today and I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I'm wearing blue because I'm a Virgo and, it's an earthly thing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Red is red, so it is what it is. But
yeah.
Hey, I got a question. Off the rip, like Hey, did you listen to the Eminem Houdini?
Yeah. So I have a couple thoughts on that.
Let's talk about it.
All right. So, Eminem, you know how I love Eminem.
Yeah.
Right?
He's on there.
And so I appreciate him coming back the way he did.
That shit was dope. I ain't gonna lie.
Because that's Eminem.
Yeah. Let's be clear. That's Slim Shady.
That's Marshall Mathers.
No. Who on Houdini is Slim Shady.
Marshall's a little darker. Yeah, you're right. So I will say the only negative thing I feel about it is that he could have done better. And I say this in a way because he's 50 years old, man.
50 ain't got nothing to do with that. Talent is talent, and I think you got. And if we looking at the point of the hip hop game right now, actually we need this. If we actually being honest, we actually need this right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you have look, if you notice, since all of these rap beefs, a lot of these other older artists that are coming out with stuff, rather it be Snoop Dogg, I think the Dog Pound just dropped something.
Yeah, let's talk about the Dog Pound.
Hold on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
Let's finish, because that was a dope one. And then but just speaking on that, like, we needed this type of stuff to actually kind of give the game a different look right now.
Right.
Because if we didn't, we gonna still be hearing that blah, 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 and like nobody's trying to hear that shit. It's over with. I feel like that shit is getting pushed out. It's getting pushed out.
Yes, man. No, it's not, because the younger generation is still doing the same crap that they're doing.
But we're oversaturating again. We're actually getting a flood right now.
But there's so many millennials out there that
they ain't gonna
appreciate Houdini. You know, it brings you nostalgia back.
Right. But even that, like I said, now we can go into that Dog Pound shit you was talking about. Like, the song is hard.
DPG all day.
Hey man, she on this Long Beach shit. Man.
DPG
but anyway,
all day. No, you should see
but the song is dope as hell.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Eminem. He's doing a great job. I can't wait to hear the whole album.
And Snoop dropped some crazy stuff too. Like, I just think that was a dope way for Dog Pound to come back.
Yes,
they did their thing. Gave us some of that old school West Coast feeling, that whole vibe. You know what I'm saying?
You can't go wrong with DPG.
Nah.
What I'm telling you is, when I was freaking 16 years old at McDonald's in that fucking break room,
she keeps bringing up McDonald's and shit. Why did
this is the first time I brought this. McDonald's sponsors. But what I'm saying is, when I was working in the break room, you can ask anybody. If I was in the break room, you would be listening to my 1, Jadakiss, 2, DPG.
Okay.
I was out there.
Where does
Crip walking?
All right, we're not about to do this. We're not about to do this. We're not about to do this. But
I'm just saying, but that DPG just brought me back to like when I was 16. I swear, you can ask anybody that I work with in that time frame.
Yeah,
DPG was in that break room.
Definitely, I feel you, man.
Yeah,
I feel you.
And some heartbreak songs too in there.
So what?
Some heartbreak songs in there. We're in that break room too.
I'm pretty sure for you.
I don't even know what that means. But what does that mean?
You know what? I slipped. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
It's fine. My bad. Anyway, so
it's too soon. It's episode 1 for you to be putting my shit on blast like that.
You put it on blast. You said there was some heartbreak songs.
Who doesn't like R&B? That doesn't mean anything.
R&B don't have to be heartbreak. There's a lot of sexual music in R&B. Let's be clear.
When I was 16, it wasn't really like that sexual. It was more like heartbreak. It really wasn't.
Look, now I know this is probably not the time to bring this up, but you talking about R. Kelly, TP2. Because you got to think, I was, like we.
You were older than me though. You're like
by 2 years. By 2 years.
Older.
2 years.
4.
And I look great. Fantastic.
4 years.
Fabulous.
4.
Gorgeous.
So your type of R&B is more like sexual. It's not.
You don't listen to Drew Hill?
I do.
You listen to Boyz II Men?
But that's not my.
Did you listen to R. Kelly? So
that didn't come out when I was 16. Though, is what I'm saying.
How? So who was your R&B guys? Sammy. You listen to fucking Sammy, didn't you?
No, I didn't. It was what was that?
No.
What was that group? He goes Promise. That group that's
Jagged Edge.
Jagged Edge.
That's my time.
Yeah,
that's my time. I listen to Jagged Edge too. Let's Get Married. All of that.
Your time is like Keith Sweat.
Hey, this motherfucker here, Keith fucking Sweat.
Your time. Sorry.
Yeah, cut that shit out because we're gonna go back to your heartbreak songs. You better leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, be quiet.
Anyway, but that's good. Yeah. But yeah, I still fuck with Keith Sweat since you talking.
Keith
you know what I'm saying?
Pretty dope.
Make It Last Forever.
That was
Don't play
my
no
Chola
games.
days.
When I was out,
7 years old.
But look, actually, I was only like 5 years old when Keep Sweat was out.
You were not 5 because I was.
When Make It Last Forever came out, I was about 5, 6 years old. Want to bet me?
I was like 6.
We gonna go back over this on live. Look, when Make It Last Forever came out, I was about 5 or 6
You were
years
10.
old. Reason why I remember, my pops had a black Blazer with them blade rims on there, motherfucker, that was shining in the projects. And I used to wait for the fruit truck to come by so I'd give me some donuts off the beach.
Well, then maybe I was 1.
Fruit truck with donuts in LA.
I must have been 1 year old, and I remember my sister
No,
playing
don't
that.
put like you that much younger than me, bro. She
I'm
fucking
4 years
playing
younger
games.
than you.
You like Prince?
I do love Prince.
Okay. You like Michael Jackson?
But that's not my era, is what I'm saying. I was a little.
Okay, that's our parents' era, but do you
Yeah.
like these artists?
Yes,
is what
I
I'm
do.
saying. Do you like R. Kelly's music?
No. I believe I can fly.
Don't do that.
I believe I could touch.
No,
the
no, 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 no.
sky.
But
That's
do
the only
you-
one I like.
Feeling on your
Think
booty?
about it. No, I don't like that shit.
Fiesta?
No,
You don't like no R. Kelly music?
no,
12 play?
no.
Do you mind? Don't let me start.
No.
Look,
don't like
I
R.
know it's
Kelly
not
like
the
that.
perfect time to
You
always
know
talk
who
about-
I like. Usher.
Usher, okay, I fuck with Usher too.
Usher. I don't like R. Kelly.
Listen, I'm just saying, you like Babyface?
Yeah, he's cool.
Come on, dog.
He's cool.
And she gonna say Kels is not. Look, even though he kind of,
I just don't
he turned
like
the tide
him.
with me. Even though he turned the tide with me with a lot of the allegations and things that went on and transpired throughout those years, that somebody should have stopped it a long time ago.
Yeah.
I totally understand and I get. Trust me, because he ain't on none of my R&B playlists right now. But if we gonna say that man wasn't a genius, boy, we gonna be lying to
I
each
didn't
other.
say he wasn't. I just don't like his shit. But what I'm saying, one thing I will say
So you
about
never
R.
listen to R.
Kelly,
Kelly?
I didn't say that. I just
Have
saying
you ever
I believe.
listened to R. Kelly?
I believe. Why do I feel like I'm on Boondocks on the stand right now about on the R. Kelly episode?
So should I turn into Riley or Uncle
Right?
Ruckus?
It's like if I get peed on, I move.
Hey, come on,
That's
dog.
what he said.
All right, Carisha. She said she liked it peed on.
He did. She did. She
Damn.
did on the episode.
Yeah, she did. But hey,
Yeah.
so just we can cut all the fun shit out, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
We gonna talk about today. We gonna talk about today, in all seriousness, we gonna talk about single parent households.
Ooh.
Households, plural. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get into some things that might be a little bit touchy for some people. Some people might not like it, but guess what? I don't give a fuck. And so we're gonna talk about it. I think we can both kind of relate into these situations and we could talk about certain things. So that's what we're gonna do today. So anyway, my first question to you is, as a mother, and you could display it however you would like.
That I am
Yes, you are.
a great mother.
How do you deal with co-parenting?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. No, I deal with it the best. I do the best that I can when I have to deal with it. And the reason I say when I have to is because I made it to where my son has direct contact with his father. When he didn't have that,
Mm-hmm.
the shit was hard. It was hard.
Like
it was
hella whore?
hard, you know?
Yeah.
It still is kind of difficult because we have two different mindsets. We think differently, even
Right.
though you know what's crazy?
Mm-hmm.
If we cut out being a parent and it's
Yeah.
just two individuals talking,
Yeah. It's actually
it's
decent.
fucking, it's so like we
It's
could
decent.
be friends.
It's decent.
But you bring a child into it and you get that mindset of like, I need him to be raised like this. And in my mindset where it's like, this is my son too. Like that's the hard part.
That my son too thing, or my child, I'll just say my child
Yeah.
in this situation.
Yeah.
That my child too thing, I think it can drive either or crazy. Because because one thing that I always say, like I tell all my friends, like, and I've told my kids' mothers, like, you didn't make them by yourself. Without me, they wouldn't be.
Right.
And you would
I hate, and I don't even use that word. I don't
Uh-huh.
use the hate word. I dislike when he tells me that.
Why?
Because
Is it truth?
it is, but why even say it?
I don't like now. As far as I would never throw that into anybody's face, but this is what happens when
Mm-hmm.
I think I can't speak for women, but I can speak for a man. As far as me being a man,
Yeah,
I can't
wanna
speak
know
for
why you
anybody
say
else.
it
So
as a man.
I would only have to say that when the individual is doing things and not communicating with me as their father. And I'm a valid father. You know how I am.
Oh yeah, you're.
I'm a very valid father. So I think when I'm not communicated with certain things,
You're a present father.
very much so. I you know what I mean?
You're there.
And I think when somebody tries to just start doing things and like without giving you any communication of it or what's going on with the child or what they're doing with the child and just allowing things to just go and however which way. And then if you were to do it on the other side,
It'd be a problem.
It'd be a problem.
It is.
And so that's where I have to say, hey, look, listen, without me, those kids wouldn't be. And just same thing for you. They wouldn't be either. I can't shoot no kid out my shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't shoot no child out of me. Well, I can shoot.
You shoot, yeah, I'm sure you shoot.
But you know what I mean? But
yeah.
in all seriousness, it's like, I'm not.
It takes two of us, by the way.
Right.
Scientifically.
There we go. So that's what it comes down to. It takes two of us. And what we have to do, I think, a lot of times, we have to become, for a child, one mind.
That's the hard part. Because there has to be some kind of common ground, unfortunately.
And boundary.
It takes a long time to get there. I mean, there's those weird scenarios where like y'all just get along great and you never have any issues and that's amazing. Yeah. That's not my case. I deal with it every day because I am the mom.
Right.
You know, and sometimes have to play the dad part. Yes. And I don't mean that in any disrespectful kind of way because I would never ever put.
But this is your truth, though.
But this is my truth. I'm only going to speak my truth. I will say that I have a boy, and I am now aware that I will not be able to raise a man. So
at 12 years old, correct?
There's no way. I can guide him,
right, and
put men around him that will help give him that guidance, and his father, obviously.
Right.
I'm speaking when he's with me.
Correct.
So that's the best I can do, but I can't teach him how to be a man. I can't do it. And before, old Vanessa would have been like, I don't need nobody. My son, you know, I can raise him to be a man, this and this and that. Now at 37 years old, I realize that that's not possible.
Correct.
But back to co-parenting, because that was your original question, is that I had to put myself in his dad's shoes, right? Okay. I didn't do that until recently.
And so what? So
I actually called you when I did that shit.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
and we had a conversation.
Yeah, because I didn't do that. It was all me. Like I've done this, I'm doing this, and it still like stings a little when I have to put myself in his shoes,
right? Because
of certain circumstances, but. But when I did put myself in his shoes, I became more empathetic to, okay, he probably feels like this and maybe I should communicate more because I don't know how you feel as a man, but like when you're not being communicated, it's like your dad role is getting removed from you, right?
Yeah, and like I said, especially when you're a valid father, you are there, you're present, you do for, you know what I'm saying? I think that really kind of like turns the tide within the relationship between the parents.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, how can we, one thing I always say is this, I'm gonna just say this real quick. We have to be the best parents for our child.
Yes.
Not for each other.
Nope.
Not for each other. And I think what a lot of times happens is individuals make it about themselves.
Yes.
And it's not about themselves. It's about that child.
That's the ego.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know who it is. I'm just saying male or female. It doesn't matter.
It happens.
I've always tried to, me as a man, I've always tried to be, forward and straight across the board. I've even tried to make certain things like, hey, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to let you know ahead of time. I'm letting it be known ahead of time. If you do this, can you please respect and do the same thing?
Yeah. And
even sometimes if it slips or it doesn't happen to play out that way, we can still say, hey, you know what? Look, just next time, look, just let me know what's up. Like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Before it becomes a certain thing where it's like, okay, you went too far.
Remember when I first saw your co-parenting ways?
Mine?
Yeah, remember?
Yeah.
And I was like, why do y'all talk so much? It tripped me out.
Yeah.
Right? But again, my son is going to be 12. Like, I wish I would have done that more.
Yeah.
Now, but in my defense, I will say that I've done a fucking amazing job with my son, and
no doubt, and I applaud you for that. But I think the reason why I try to talk a little bit more because, for one, if anybody knows me, I won't talk if I don't. I'll shut off.
Yeah.
Especially because I feel as if like, yo. Why do I need to, if I'm not reciprocated, that same thing, like I'm just not gonna do it. Because now it's like, why are you able to do that? But then when it comes to me, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And then when you do it, it's cool, but why when I do it, it's a problem. So I had to learn to just say, one thing I always, I try to, hey, keep them close to you. Even if you're not with them, keep them close to you. Because you can make them your best partner in the situation for that child. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they gonna tell you everything. Like, I'll be honest, like,
I ain't
even though,
doing that.
but I'm gonna tell you something.
I'm
Look,
not doing that.
I'm only giving advice. We only having a conversation.
Yeah,
I'm not telling you to do what I do. Because it's somewhat, sometimes, I will say this, 60% of the time it works for me and maybe 40% it don't.
Okay. But you got to at least try is what you're saying.
Yeah, you got to, because at the end of the day.
I'm a prayer for that one.
And everybody's different. Because I know you've told me some stories.
Yeah.
And I've told you some stuff too. But I know this part of it works. Is where me, I can be a little joker. I can be like, look, man, and just have conversations. But in those conversations, the wheels start spinning when a person likes to talk. And then what happens is certain things starts to come out.
Yes.
And then I can start finding out shit. And then I can be like, okay, cool. So I see this is going on.
I see you're seeing this in a positive. I'm like, I don't want the wheels turning. Like,
because it is a positive.
Wheels over there. I don't want
it is
no
a positive
wheels.
Because, again, when you have kids with somebody, you got to make the best of that situation. Even if you, like, it's like this. Even if I don't like you, right? I'm looking at the camera. I don't like you. I don't like you. Even if I don't like you. Or if, you know what I'm saying? Like, or even if I'm not cool with what you do, the best thing for me to do as a father who wants to be there and know things is going on with my child is to stay close to you in a certain type of way.
Yeah.
Boundaries, but I still got to stay close to you, because if I don't, things will just be like, yo. And then finally when it hits me, it's like, well, why didn't you tell me? I don't want to ever end up in that situation. Well, why didn't you tell me?
That's great for y'all. It doesn't always work that way.
No, I know it don't.
Because
and that's why I'm only, like I said, I'm only giving advice.
Yeah. It doesn't always work that way, and I'm speaking for.
And sometimes it don't work for me. I told you it's a 60-40 situation.
But what I'm saying is, like, when you're dealing with different type of
individuals,
parents, different type of upbringings, different type of communication styles. Like I said, when it doesn't have to do with the child. Mm-hmm. If the child was never involved,
like if you wanted to have a drink, it would be like cool.
We would be the bestest friends.
Nah, I don't know about that for me.
That's the crazy part. It's the opposite for us. Like if when it comes to our son, it's like we can't agree what color socks I should buy him. It's like, hot damn, dude, motherfucker's 12. Like, that's what the hell?
But it be like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
It shouldn't though. But I'm working on myself and like whatever I'm doing on my end to help be a better parent for Joseph, so that
he sees it.
He knows. The one thing about me as a single mom is that I've never, ever, ever kept my son away from his father. Regardless of how I felt, regardless of what was done, regardless of what was said, my son tells me he wants to see his dad, he's going to go see his dad.
I got you.
You know?
That's dope. And I respect you for that, because a lot of women, like, which brings me to my next part of this, is that, like, I'm glad you're like that.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a lot of, not speaking on him, there's a lot of piece of shit fathers out there.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my next part, is like, why do the deadbeats always win? Why do they get the clean slate, the slate to just hang out and do whatever the fuck they want to do and live how they want to live? And then like, okay, cool, I want to see my child today. Hey, can I have him or have her? Like, why is that cool like that? Because I don't understand, like, a valid father, a present father, we be getting the most shit.
Good moms too.
I get it. Yeah. But I'm saying I think it's worse for the father, because obviously majority of the time, the child stays with the mother. Yeah.
So how is it worse for the father?
Because and then there's some women there's some mothers who can see, these ain't mothers to me. There's some women, so I'm gonna say it like this. There's some women who have their kids with them, but still is a deadbeat woman.
Yeah.
And they do things to keep their kids away. That's still a deadbeat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, like, why is it so, like, I see a lot of men out here, like, I know a lot of men. Like, I'm talking to you, I don't give a fuck, bro. Whoever it is. You know who you are. And I ain't saying no name specific, but what I'm saying is that, like, why is it okay for the deadbeats to be out there and be a skateboard with their friends, you know what I'm saying, going on snow trips with their homies, you know what I'm saying, taking a girl on a date over here, but ain't got no money to pay mommy over here? Why are they over here in the bar, you know, drinking till 4 o'clock in the morning, you know what I'm saying, breath stinking and shit, you know what I'm saying? But can't get up in the morning to go pick their child up or go take their kid to school or go pick them up from school or buy him some clothes when it's time, or, you know, buy him some shoestrings at this time. I'm just talking, but I'm just saying, like, why is it so many of these motherfuckers out here like that? But the real ones that be trying to be there and be a father, we get the most problems out of the woman. Is it because they know that we actually like good fathers and they wish they still had, motherfucker? Like, what's up with that?
You said a lot right now.
Hey,
I will say that I've seen good fathers be taken advantage of. Yes, I've seen it. I've seen good fathers be dogged. I've seen it, and I don't understand it because.
And we talking about decent men. We're not talking about they're perfect. We talking about decent men. Yeah.
Honestly, as long as you're doing for your child, it
shouldn't even matter.
It shouldn't.
Correct.
I don't understand it, but the same reason I don't understand how a good woman, a good mother, the one that has 100% responsibility, a real single mom. Because there's a difference between being a single mom and being like a mom that has your child part-time and you still have a lot of help. Okay, let me get down to this shit. I don't like when people consider themselves single moms, but you have your auntie, your grandma, your cousins, everybody helping you. How is that being? I do shit by myself. If Joseph don't go to school, if I don't take his ass to school, he don't go to school.
She line your ass up, boy.
If I don't cook him dinner, he don't eat.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I did this shit by myself.
Yeah.
100%. So I consider myself a single mom totality.
Yeah.
Right? I get dogged. I've gotten dogged a lot. I've, stressed out, cursed out for no fucking reason.
Damn.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, though,
I'm just speaking my truth.
We should be joking, but this is like serious convo.
I'm just speaking my truth. However people want to feel about it, I'm sorry, but that's my truth. You can come on this podcast and speak your truth if you want to,
and we would love it.
I wish you would, but okay. Anyways, but yeah. So it's like that's what I mean by a single parent. Like, I'm doing this shit by myself, and I still get dogged. Like, I'm legit 100% backing my child up, and you want to call me over some fucking stress?
Yeah, that's wild.
So I understand where those dads that get dogged out by the moms and giving them a hard time. I'm on the opposite end of that, but it's like, I don't get it. I don't get why a good mom gets dogged. I don't get why a good dad gets dogged. But
I don't understand like how that works. Like, what goes on in a person's mind. Like, for instance, like, right, I'm not a big fan of like I've never been on child support. You know what I mean? I don't have to. Like, I've always taken care of business.
I've never put anybody on child support. That part. That part.
Yo, look, and listen.
About truth.
But again, I try to understand like why, like, why some women are just like so adamant about like, oh, I'm gonna put your ass on papers, like,
do it,
dog.
Dude, I love the fact that these women are threatening this when in reality you lose. I didn't want any money because the only thing I wanted was my son.
Because let me tell you something: if you're a woman that's getting money from your child father, or he's willing to, even if he's doing for his kids clothes, showing up to games, paying for events, doing this, that, or the other, taking care of whatever's needed, but he's not putting $1 in your pocket, I honestly think you should leave that man alone.
Yeah.
Or if you have an issue with something that's going on in your household, maybe if you can't do what you need to be doing, then you need to go let that child go stay with that man so that child is well taken care of. Like, if that child can't eat, right? If you're having a hard time buying groceries, just say, and you can't buy groceries, or you can't buy the child shoes when they need shoes, or you can't do extra things.
You can't be responsible for a child. Period.
At your house, right?
Yes.
With your own money that you work for, and then you threaten to say, hey, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna put you on child support because I need more help with this. Like, I personally think like you should go and let that child go live with that child's father, because if he ain't gonna call you and ask you, and like I said, I'm only saying it like this because a lot of times the child, when you go through the court system, the child is always gonna end up with the mom.
90% of the time, yeah.
And that's just the way it is, and we know it. So,
unless she's super unstable,
and she gotta be damn near bad head crazy, like,
homeless,
and that's the fucked up part.
Homeless, an addict, a prostitute,
hey,
all kinds of shit,
party goer,
yeah,
Hey,
and you got to prove it.
A little sex worker,
and you got to
like
prove
50
it.
say.
And you got to prove it.
And you got to prove it. We got to go in the house, put hidden cameras around the house,
and that's illegal.
American I Spy.
So you can't even do it.
She might have a restraining order on your ass. I'm just saying, bro, like, if that's the case, then you just let that child go stay with let those kids or let that child go stay with that man. Regardless because if they're going to have food, if you have to call that man to put things in your house, then
why y'all even broken up then at that point? Because he's pretty much catering to your household.
Obvious that
no, but I'm saying though, like if it's I don't know, maybe it's my pride, but I can't call no man and be like, hey, I need groceries.
But you never could though, right?
No.
I mean, I'm just saying, just based off what you said a little while ago.
No,
or if it's just never a thing that you would like to do.
No, but I will say this is that when it comes to the court system, they are not there to benefit the child or the father.
Period.
So, not saying they're benefiting only the mother, but they're just not there to benefit the family, is what I'm saying.
They're not.
So, for me personally, I never looked at it that way where I'm like, I'm going to put him on child support. When I got divorced, the lawyer was actually pushing me.
Oh, yeah, you was married. I forget that.
Yeah,
part.
the lawyer was pushing me to get child support. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't need that. That's not benefiting me.
Like, when I leave you, I don't want nothing from you. Just be a great woman.
Just be a great dad. That's it.
That's all we're trying to get. That's the fucking only point we're trying to get across. Because I know some of you are probably, when you guys see this, you're going to be like, oh, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah.
Don't be in your feelings, dog.
Listen,
sweetheart.
I'll show you bank statements. I don't need no money from, no, I'm good.
Don't show no fucking bank. Come on.
I'm just saying though, because there's people, I've heard comments where it's like, oh, people assume just because you're a single mom, you get child support or you get money from somebody. No, I didn't. All I wanted was my son to be my son. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, to be in a good home, to go to a good school, and to be happy.
That's it. Happiness is key.
You know,
happiness
you want to provide for your child? Cool. You want to give them something? Cool. You want to, take them to Disneyland? Cool. Do what you got to do, but leave me the fuck alone.
Hey, when we exit, we exit.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. What did Tyree say? What more do you want from me?
We should.
We got to put that in there. Yeah, that'd be dope. But no, I just wanted to have a conversation about that. I because a lot of times, like, and hearing it from a women's perspective, like, if I got up here and I spoke to another man, it would be so fucking one-sided.
Dude, what I'm saying about the court, just to touch on that court system again, is that guess what? The child will fucking be hurting by this because let's just say he doesn't pay child support or she doesn't pay child support because it could happen to a woman too.
That 10%.
That affects the child.
It does. Look, I don't want to go too deep in.
Because you go to jail, then you got a missing parent, then you really got to do shit.
Yeah, like, and then it just strips away like the fun from the child. It's not about the parent at that point.
Sorry, I had to say that.
No, but you've been honest. This is what we're supposed to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and it just sucks because there's so many people out there that sit up there. Like, I've seen friends argue on Facebook that were in relationships. To me, I've seen them argue and post stuff on social media, and I'll be thinking to myself, like, I can never do no shit like that. I don't care how bad it gets, dog.
No.
Like, ever.
Nope.
Ever. I would never down talk any of my kids' mothers, like, period, because, like,
I never mentioned any of that.
Like, if I down talk, I'm gonna tell them their face. No, I'm just like,
right?
But it would never be in that type of situation. I try my best to always be like, yo, and me, like I said, I'm a very like, okay,
yeah,
all right, because I get in my a-hole mode, you know what I mean? And then it's just like, damn, I can't even say nothing to this guy because he's not even really listening to me. Because I really don't be caring. You know what I'm saying?
I got stories about that.
Well,
I'm on. I get.
We can go into depth,
I'm a non-emotional co-parent, so just imagine dealing with the parent that's very emotional. It's like, I don't know your scenario, but it's like dealing with the opposite.
The emotion
So I'm kind of very like masculine energy, I guess you can call it, and so I will shut that phone off real quick.
I don't think that's masculine. You're protecting your peace.
Yeah, man.
So there's nothing to do with like being a masculine person. Like, for instance,
guess what? My son is upstairs playing Xbox. We good.
Yeah, like what are you gonna do?
Talk to you.
Like, what are we gonna do? Like
now, if he's over there, I'm gonna answer. If he's over there, I'm gonna answer.
Now, like, and I've had games played with me and stuff like that, like to where it's like, and I just had to tell myself, like, look, dog. At the end of the day, my baby's gonna know who their father is, like, always. Like, I'm gonna pull it every single time in any situation. Like, I don't care. And anybody who knows me, like, knows what type of father I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? On a genuine side, like, but then again, talk to me.
question.
Run it up.
All right. So you say you pull up anywhere and everywhere, right? For your
I don't give a
daughters.
fuck.
Do you have to be invited? Or
Scenario. Because
Okay,
I'm not going to, if it's for my daughters,
yeah.
I don't care. Yes, I am.
Let's just say your child's mother puts them in soccer, right? And then she takes them to practice. And this is like her thing that she did, right?
Yeah.
She has a schedule for the games. Like, do you have to be invited to that to go?
No, I'm pulling up.
Or how are you going to get the schedule?
Well, in my situation, I pay for that.
Oh.
So I'm pulling up. And I know the schedule.
What if she paid
And
for it?
She going to still send me the schedule.
Oh, okay.
And vice versa.
So I should be sending schedules? Is that what you're saying? asking for a friend?
I definitely feel so. Because guess what? Let me tell you something. If you sent the schedule, you did your job. And if that person don't show, you still did your part. You should never have to call a man to show up for anything for you guys' child. And vice versa for me. I should never ever, which it wouldn't be that way. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be that way. But if you sent the schedule to your kid's father and that man did not show up, you did your fucking job. Period. Because I'm going to tell you something. When you send something on here, it says delivered. It says delivered. Motherfucker, you got it. You feel me? So,
okay. So I got to do better by that then.
Okay.
I got to send the
schedule. So I was about to be on his ass and you ain't even sending the damn schedule. God damn.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
I got to talk to my code. I got to talk to my
I'm being honest.
So yes, you do. You definitely should. I mean, you know, like.
I'm just so used to doing shit.
That you and it's just.
And I just be on the go. Like go. Like that's it sounds bad, definitely. But that's an afterthought.
I don't care what I pay for. And for her, I can't speak for her. Or it's listen.
Okay, what if y'all was just like y'all don't communicate?
See, I buy my daughter cell phones, so so I'm gonna know. Rather it's my son too. Like it don't matter. Like I don't care. I'm gonna know. I'm going to know.
Yeah, I gotta do better.
I'm going to know, and the reason why I'm going to know because I'm there. So it wouldn't matter.
It's a work in progress, everybody. It's a work in progress.
Definitely be a work in progress, but I think everybody needs to kind of like, you know, for together. One, when you look, go back to the child support, y'all paying the government. Y'all do know that, right?
And your child is in the system, by the way. Why would you want your child in the system?
Well, dumbass people, bro.
Yeah.
Look, man. One thing I'm gonna teach my daughters, especially because I'm gonna teach them. My son gonna know you better take care of your business, dog.
Yeah.
My daughters, though, I don't care what happens in your life when you become an adult. Don't you be dependent on a damn man to take care of something that you guys both laid in bed to make.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
Period. You better get on your shit.
Yep.
You got a great support system. So if you don't utilize that within, you playing yourself trying to worry about what that man doing. Now you're just concerned about that man. That's what it always looks like. You're concerned about that man's life. And so if he gone. And he got to stay away.
Somebody asked me that. Somebody asked me like, oh, so how would you feel like if your son's, God forbid, your son's father passed away, what would you do? And I was like,
sheesh, boy.
I would definitely be there for my child. But
bro, that's a very rough thing because I always say this, you know, dog, listen, dog, like you I don't care how bad you might not like that individual unless you just a really messed up person.
That shit would hurt.
When that affects your child, you gonna feel every single drip drop of that pain, bro.
But not only that, like you can't erase the years that you spent with this person, whether it be good or bad. Like that bond that you have as having a child together, that shit don't like I always tell my son, like, I love your father. I love him because he gave you me. Right. You know? He gave me you is what I meant. Sorry, my bad, y'all. I'm getting a little what is it called when you're rookie?
What?
I feel like I'm a rookie at podcasting again because it's been so long.
Damn.
Anyways, yeah, but he gave me my son, so it's like, of course I have love for this cat. And I'm always gonna have love for this cat. Yeah. So God forbid something were to happen to him, I would be fucking devastated. You know,
that's crazy. Because you got it's I mean, as much as some people don't like to say it, you lost a friend.
Yeah.
I don't care because at the end of the day,
but I think it's really.
I think you're gonna look through all the past. It'd be like it's swiped. Damn, that bro was like.
Yeah, you remember the good.
You know
like, damn, he did do this. Damn, he did do that. You know, and I'm trying to do that now so that you don't like appreciate somebody when they're gone.
Yeah,
you know, nobody's perfect
and have any type of regret later.
Yeah, you know,
definitely.
not in like a love kind of way. As a co-parent and friend, but
I get it.
Yeah,
I hear you.
But one thing I will say, and hopefully we give the message out to people, is that make sure you're getting your life insurance. This is not a commercial, but this is important.
Hey.
Fuck it. Like, seriously, if you love your kids, get life insurance.
And it's affordable too. Like, just look into it. Like, you could pay, there's some low payments you can pay and you still get a good policy. Like,
I don't even know how we got to this topic, but definitely get life insurance.
You just said it, so.
I know, I was talking about, you know, God forbid one of us passing away.
You could definitely do that. I think it's something that everybody needs, you know what I mean? Because like I said, like, there's some things where you could pay low payment, like $10 a month.
Fuck child support. Get life insurance on your baby daddy. I'm just kidding.
Get that policy. That policy.
You can do it. You can do it without their social.
No, but nah, you know, I just wanted to have this. You know, I wanted to bring it in a little bit on the serious tip this time with a little bit of splash of humor because, you know, I think this is something that, you know, we see every day, but a lot of people don't speak on. They're afraid to speak on it. Wow. And what happens is that people start to say, "Oh, well, my baby daddy this or my baby mama this." Like, hey, yo, shut the fuck up. Fix it, bro.
Let's stop looking at them and start looking internally.
Yes.
Let's do this.
It's you.
And stop doing that.
And stop making it about you guys and make it about the kids,
Exactly, man.
Like, that's what people have to learn how to do. Like, because at the end of the day, it's about the babies. You feel me? It's about the babies.
And they see everything.
And when y'all lay it up and start doing splish splash, taking a bath.
Think about, can I have a child with this person?
You feel me?
If not, strap that shit up.
Hey.
Costco has a whole box of condoms.
Well, who are we talking to when we're talking about strapping up?
Everybody.
Hey, put your beanie on. I'm going to say that one. Don't say strap it up because that can go a lot of ways.
Oh, I just got that. Oh, shit.
Put your beanie on, dog.
Do whatever makes you happy, but just wear a condom, okay?
Hey. But hey, y'all.
Did I ever tell you about my friend that was a porn star in college?
No.
She told me so many stories about pegging NFL players.
We're not gonna have this conversation.
Oh, sorry.
Definitely not gonna have this conversation. Not while I'm here.
Sorry.
Peggy can go elsewhere. But yo, check it, man. This is the first EP on the season 2. So we out of this. We out of here.
Yes.
You already know what time it is. It's make it time. And
make it time.
Peace.
Out.